found in the upper course of a river, in the hills or mountains. Waterfalls are formed when a hard layer of rocks cover a soft layer of rocks. Water flows over hard rock, and when it reaches the soft rock, the water starts to erode or wither away the soft rock. Over thousands of years, the soft rock is eroded and the river begins to cut down vertically into the rock. This makes a cliff over which the water can topple. Over the period of time, the cliff becomes steeper and deeper and the waterfall is formed. At the bottom of the waterfall, a plunge pool is created. Some of the water splashes onto the cliff and makes a large hollow plunge pool by a process called undercutting.
Good morning, children. Welcome to the class. You are learning Geography, Chapter 3, Our Changing Earth. In previous classes, you learned about Earth movements can be due to these two types of forces, endogenic forces and exogenic forces. In that endogenic forces, you learn about volcano and earthquake. Now today we will start this due to exogenic force, some continuously weathering and erosional depositional activities also happening on the earth surface, and how this river, wind, sea waves, glaciers are playing very important role in major landform. So let us start on in your book, page number 15. Here it is. Till here we have completed. We are starting here major landform. Okay, let us start. The landscape is being continuously worn away by two processes, withering and erosion. Right. So whatever the landform we are seeing in front of us, the earth we are seeing, it's keep on changing. Right. But in our daily life, these changes are so minimum, so minor, so we cannot observe that yes, something had happened. But it continuously, a landscape is continuously worn away by withering. Withering, what is the withering? Withering is the breaking up of the rocks on the earth's surface. Right? And this breaking up of the rocks is due to so many different reasons. Due to rain, wind, there are landslides, earthquake is also one reason, volcano is also one reason, right? So directly or indirectly, so many factors are playing important role in weathering and creating landform. And second thing is erosion. Erosion means wearing away of the landscape by different agents like water, wind and ice. The eroded material is carried away or transported, means whether it is a weathering or erosion, when this type of rocks are breaking up or erosion activities are happening, so that eroded material is carried away or transported by either water or wind, and eventually it deposits somewhere. So this erosion, deposition, again it will erode something, again it will deposit some part. This process of erosion and deposition create different landforms. Somewhere it will create a mountain, somewhere it will create plateau, somewhere it will create plains. So this process of erosion and deposition create different landforms on the earth's surface. So let us see how these factors play important role. First one is work of river. You all are aware about the river keeps on moving in twist and turn, right? This is the simple movement of river. But it is not only a simple movement that river is moving, water is moving, it creating different landforms, right? In work of river you will find 6 to 7 types of landforms created by river. The running water in the river erodes the landscape, right? You know that when water move, it carries so many land part, so many eroded part with it. When the river tumbles at steep angle over very hard rock or down a steep valley side, it form a waterfall, right? Here, see, you can understand this. When river tumbles up from the very steep angles, right, and it fall on a very hard rock, right? Here you can see in this, from hard rock it coming down, right? So it will create waterfall, right? River is coming out and it falling down on the hard rock, right? So here also, when it falling down on this rock, it will not only just falling of water, it is again creating some landform. As the river entered the plain, right, now you can see when this water will come on this plain, then it twists and turns and forming the large bends known as meander. Here you will understand, right? After falling from here, now you come to this land surface. When river will never move in straight. It always twist and turn, and when here you can see, when river is moving and twisting and turning, right, it creates this type of loops. This is called meander. Observe this. Here you can see, this is called meander. Due to continuously erosion and deposition along the side. Now what happen? It will continuously move. This blue is the water, right? Here it is a landform. So when this continuously move, it erodes some part from here and it deposits some part here. Depends on the particles what it carries, right? If it is very heavy, it is deposits easily. It is very light, it can carry for a longer period, and when some obstacle will come, it started depositing, right? So gradually it is and it is not a overnight process, it is a long gradual process, right? At, as the river entered the plain, it twists and turns and forming large bend. These large bends, round shaped bends, are known as meander. Due to continuous erosion and deposition along the side of meander, the ends of the meander loop come closer and closer. Like gradually these ends will come closer and closer, and somehow it will come that this will be separated from the main stream. Right? This loop come closer and closer. In due course of time, the meander loop cut off from the river, main river, and form a cut off lake. This. First it would be like this only. The river would be twisting and turning like this. This part is cut and then it started turning like this. So this round part is known as Oxbow Lake. Cut-off lake also, and its other name is Oxbow Lake. At times the river overflows its banks, right? When you must have heard, na, because of a heavy monsoon this year, so many rivers overflowed, right? So at times the river overflows its banks. This leads to the flooding of the neighboring areas, right? And because of heavy rainfall, so many nearby areas flooded. As it floods, it deposits layers of fine soil and other material called sediments. Right? When it floods, it carries loads of material with it, and when it will slow down, it started depositing the layers, sediments, and at the bank. This leads to the formation of a flat, fertile floodplain. These plains are very fertile and very useful for the agriculture. So when these sediments are, they keep on leveling and layering on this river bank, it is called floodplain. In some areas of that river bank will be raised. These raised areas are called levees. As the river approaches the sea, and you all know that always river flowing and moving to always approach to the sea, the speed of the flowing water decreases and the river begins to break up, right? When river approaches to the sea, then it will slowly it will its speed will be reduced, and when speed is reduced, it started flowing from the so many distributaries. And when this distributaries, you can now observe this picture, it moving towards the sea from this main area, it has so many distributaries. So along with distributaries, these areas, because it is full of moisture, so many nutrition part in it, so these plains are known as delta. The river becomes so slow that it begins to deposit its loads when that water flow is very slow, right? So it started depositing all the material inside the water. Each distributaries form its own mouth. The collection of sediments from all this mouth form delta, right? And deltas are very very fertile, very good for paddies, rice, right? So that's why Ganga Brahmaputra plains, you must have heard, right? These plains are also a form of this type of flood plain only, and they are very fertile, and that's why they are thickly populated. Yes, in this you will learn in coming chapter. So hope you understand from first. Let us see. See, rivers started first from the hard rock. It started, it fall on the rock, it create waterfall, first form. Then river twist and turn, it create meander, right? Because of meander and this continuously flowing water, it cut off from that particular shape. That particular round shape lake is cut off, and then it create oxbow lake. Yes, and because of flood, it deposited so many sediments and nutrients and soil. It create floodplains. This raise, because of this continuously deposition activity, it creates some raised plain, that is called levees. When river approached to the sea, right, it slowed down its speed, and because of speed slow down, it started depositing the material around it, and it create delta. So these 7 forms are created when one river starting from its mouth and approaching to the sea, it creates 7, around 6 to 7 types of, but it is not a particular. Sometime it's for waterfall only, and then it dried up. Sometime it's reached to the Oxbow lake, and then because of summer it dried up. Some river, those who are throughout the years having water in it and continuously and approaching sea, they can have all these forms. So it depends on the water, depends on the atmosphere, climate, so many factors are there. It is not a particular things that for all types of rivers, all type of water forms it will be happen. Right? Hope you understand this. Now work of sea waves. As river water working on the earth surface, sea waves is also important. Sea waves are also very powerful. So the erosion and deposition of the sea waves gives rise to the coastal landform. Right? You must have visited so many different beaches. So sometimes beaches are, you can see that artificial beaches now, though many places they are creating artificial beaches, but I am talking about the natural beaches, right? So you can find that some holes are there, some stake like structures are there. So because of erosional and depositional activities. So how sea waves are working? Here you can see in this picture. Continuously sea waves are attacking, and because of this rock, it creates caves, then sea arches, then stake. You will learn herein. The erosion and deposition of the sea waves gives rise to the coastal landform. Sea waves continuously strike at the rock. Continuously it waves and it continuously strike on the rocks, and because of it strike on a rock, it develop cracks, right? And it is not, I told you, right, before only I told you that it is not a one day process, 2 days process, or 1 month process. It take long time, months and months, years and years, and then this type of structure created, right? You cannot say that yesterday I visited, it was like this only, and today also it is like this. It is not overnight process. It will take months and months and years. So when this sea wave continuously strike the rocks, it create cracks. Cracks are developed, and over time they become larger, wider, right? And when this crack become wider, the hollow like cave like structure you can find. These are known as sea caves, right? As this cavity become, right, then this process will not stop after sea caves. Continuously waves will continuously striking that cave part. Then caves become larger, bigger, and then only roof will be there. It will be like this sea arches. See, roofs are there, that all part you can see about the side. Further erosion break the roof and only walls are left. They, these wall-like features are called stack. Only you can see that stacks are there. Then steep rocky coves rising almost vertically above. Sea water is called sea cliff. The sea the sea waves deposit sediments along the shores and forming beaches. This we are talking about natural beaches. Continuously when sea waves comes around to the coastal area, and it deposit all this material towards the coastal area, and it form beaches. So how many forms you saw here? Sea caves. First sea waves. Sea waves strike to the rocks. So sea caves. After sea caves, sea arches. Then sea stacks. Then sea cliff. And then beaches. So this is how natural beaches are formed. Okay, other two topics we will do into next lesson along with the question answers. Both the topics are very small, and today we have done these two topics: work of river and work of sea waves. So, and try to understand, imagine this thing, try to understand, right? So you will get proper idea that how this meander, oxbow lake, flood plains and delta created, how these beaches are formed. Okay student, we'll meet in next lesson. Along with these two topic, we will do question answers of this chapter.